minute late, but no worries. Oh. Actually, I would say the calm before the storm, but actually, I really don't know what this would be. Oh. So, the follow up. Oh, yeah, this is the follow up. 1 second. I'll get to it. No, no. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Let me explain. Okay. Never mind. Truthfully, I kind of forgot you were going to say something. I don't mean that to be rude. Just, I did forget that you had something to say, but go on. So a couple days ago, hot. Oh God, spider! No, no, no. Okay, but a couple days ago, fell for a scam. Okay, I remember that. I think I know where this is heading. By the way, you could not be more bad time. Oh no. Well, at least you found humor in that. But anyway, the scam. Someone got a hold of my account. Oh no. Oh no, that's really bad. You scared me because I didn't read Sylv, and I was just saying the word I use a lot. My apologies for scaring you. And yes, that is the word you use a lot. You were probably saying that to him, but okay. But yeah, that's really bad. That's. I hope you get your account back. Sorry if it sounds like I have nothing that. Oh. And spent 165 on groceries, but luckily I managed to get my account locked, so I guess it's hot. Okay, well, I guess if you got it sorted out, it's hot. If it was possible for a moment on this show to be both serious and chaotic at the same time, that would be it. Somebody stole my info and spent the money. Yep. I feel like your phishing link basic or finishing. Yeah. I hope at the very least that you get the money refunded. Yeah. Just I hope you get that money back somehow. Thankfully, I haven't had that happen to me personally. Although it seems like my luck that I'm going to say that and then it happens. I'm going to get a fraud claim. Okay, good. On a lighter note, welcome to Wonder After Dark. So, you already read the title. You already know where I'm going with this. I was actually not initially going to do a third part on LEGO Dimensions. And a new card delivered in the mail, Nigar. Yep, that's good. Okay, anyway. So I actually was not initially going to do a third part on LEGO Dimensions, mainly because in parts 1 and 2, I kind of covered at least what I thought was everything. Part 1, I covered the inception, how it came to be, its inspiration from the other Toys to Life games, and the first year of content. Now, with that being said, can do, will do, done. Yeah, anyway. And then in part 2, I covered year 2, the game's peak, and then its abrupt end. And I did briefly touch upon some of the scrap part 2. Yeah. And I did briefly cover, although actually this would be part 3. Anyway. And I did briefly cover some of the scrapped content as well. I did cover some of the scrapped content. Part 3, 2. Anyway. Okay, but anyway. But I did cover some of the scrapped content as well. Tonight, however, I want to cover, well, okay, I want to cover my additional gameplay thoughts. I still have not completed the main story yet. It's been taking me a while to get through, but I will give some additional thoughts. I want to cover the slow but sure demise of the game and how I think it could be preserved for future generations. And I want to cover both more scrapped content as well as hypotheticals, what-if scenarios. You know, stuff that may not have been planned for the game ever, but could have been. First, I want to start with my additional gameplay thoughts. So, as I said, I have not gotten through the main storyline yet, the main campaign. It's been taking me a hot minute to get through, but I got up to the Ninjago level. I had to look up a walkthrough, and I'm still stuck on it. Discord, okay. Well, I learned my lesson from last night. I will not show that on camera, but it is hot. And it's actually very hot. But I learned my lesson from... You got stuck in a Lego game? You should see the puzzles in this one. I'm not saying that, like, you're stupid. I'm just saying, like... Oh, God. How do you get stuck in a Lego game? Okay, I'm going to describe this to the best of my abilities. I'm not even going to get mad if you don't get it. So basically, Lego Dimensions, you must be very terrible at video games. What was your first clue? No, but I'm going to describe the... God damn it. Lego games are pissies. Well, you're not wrong. Okay, I'm going to describe this to the best of my abilities. So Anyway, so Lego Dimensions, of course, as we know, is very dependent on the toy pad, the portal. Okay, no biggie. Throughout the game, various puzzles require you to do this. Rinse and repeat. Okay, that don't sound so bad. Sometimes it's a doozy, because sometimes it ain't super clear what character you need for what. So it's like, okay, Gandalf can't do this. Oh, not Batman. Oh, Wild Style. At one point, I got stuck on the Simpsons level, and it turns out it was E.T. that was my saving grace. Like, what? You were not even in Batman 2? Anyway, you weren't even in the base game, so what the fuck? How did you solve all my problems? Let me pick these up, actually. But, yeah. The Ninjago level... Okay, this one made me feel really stupid. So... Actually, let me just pick these up so I'm not cocksucked later. Shanghaied. Shanghaied, too? Okay. Of course, the gun just had to fall in a little crevice. Just had to fall in a little bitty crevice. Fucking kill me. Kill me too. Son of a bitch. God fucking damn it. This is going to be another case where it clipped into the back rooms, isn't it? Pick up Falcon here. I'll get back to yapping, I promise. Yapping too. Wonder After Dark, the only show where I'm fucking retarded. Okay. Okay, well, I can't find that, so it looks like Shadow here, or Tavis, depending on how you see it, is going to be practicing Gunless Law tonight. Read, I was looking, dipshit. Overall, this week was a bad one. I lost my Aunt Tilly, and I lost my card, LOL, yep. Granted, my week's been bad. Don't call me that right now. Okay, sorry. Sorry. I was just a little heated because I was looking around. You know the whole thing. God damn, if saying shit was a class. I'm talking about myself when I say that, not you. But anyway. Okay, back to happy fun times. You know, let's not show our true colors tonight. Let's just have fun like a good found family does. Because we're a good little found family. You know, that's what we should be doing. Having fun, not trying to kill each other. Anyway. Okay, but what I was saying, the Ninjago level has this one puzzle. Basically, this thing, you basically destroy some shit. Okay, thing shows up. In comes Chroma. Chroma basically brings color to your toy pad. So you have to put a character on the color. Now, what I thought you were supposed to do, for context, this level has you battling Fast Guy that I already forgot the name of. No, not Sonic, it's a Ninjago character, but Fast Guy, you have to basically fight him. Because you make him trip and fall like twice, I thought this puzzle just involved you standing on yellow and doing that over and over and over again. Then I went on YouTube and felt like a complete fucking moron. I'll leave it at that. So, the long answer to your question is, yes, I am terrible at video games. No but for you. Not sure what that has to do with it, but okay. Anyway, but back to, yeah. But so far, I'm still really liking Dimensions. Even if it does feel like fan fiction written by professional writers. Anyway, fan fiction that talk about Dimensions too. I'll save that for a little bit later. But anyway, what I was saying. But I guess that's my additional gameplay thoughts. You know, I'll update you if I ever finish the game, but so far I've been really enjoying it. Even with its Toys to Life hindrances. Alright, now, Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, considering the Orange Man placing tariffs on game consoles, yeah, I ain't getting the Switch 2. And if you didn't know that that's happening, it's happening. Anyway, it's going to affect prices and availability. So I hope you're satisfied with the Switch 1 Jesse skill issue. No, that's an America skill issue, not a me skill issue. I'll be getting it. Okay. Okay, but anyway, what I was saying. But I actually did almost forget what I was going to say. But, yeah. It's also a skill issue because you aren't a game. I see, despite the fact that your week has been shitty, you're still in the mood to basically berate the shit out of me. Good to know you still have a sense of humor, at least. Sorry if that came off a little snappy. If it did, it wasn't intentional. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, that was what I was pointing out. Okay, don't you know? Yes, I do know. Now, anyway, but I just remembered what I was going to say because I'm stupid. Okay, this is my tiny little brain that I have because I'm a little stupid head. Okay. What I did want to talk about, and something that I think I briefly brought up in part 2, but I'm going to bring up in more detail now. The slow but sure demise of LEGO Dimensions. The slow but sure death of LEGO Dimensions. So, LEGO Dimensions has yet, at the time of this stream, has yet to be ported to any of the newer systems. Which, at first, I thought was a little odd, because TT Games and Warner Bros. Have slowly but surely been porting over a lot of those older games to the newer systems. Lego City Undercover, for example, was originally only available on Wii U. No, the 3DS version doesn't count. That's basically a completely different game. But it was later made available on PS4 and Nintendo Switch. I don't know if it was released on the Xbox One as well, but I do know it made it to the PS4 and the Switch. Lego Marvel Superheroes, I think, was PS4 and PS3, but later came to Switch. Lego City Undercover is on Xbox One. Okay, good to know. But anyway, Lego Marvel Superheroes was initially PS4 and PS3, if I'm not mistaken, but later made it to Nintendo Switch. Trying to think of what else. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Lego Harry Potters were ported not long ago. If I'm not mistaken. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but also Lego Marvel 1 was on Xbox One and 360 and 3DS and DS. Okay, did not know there was also a DS version, but anyway. You were not mistaken, by the way, on Harry Potter. Okay, good to know. But, yeah. And then next one's technically not a port, but we did also get, excuse me. Okay, this next one's technically not a port, but we did get Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Yeah, I know technically not a port, but we did get 1 through 6 previously, both as the separate trilogy games and as the complete saga. So I guess it's more of a remake, but either way, I'm still going to lump it in there. But anyway, Dimensions, where I was getting with this, Dimensions has yet to receive a port or a re-release, which at first Lego City Undercover on Switch is unaltered. Skywalker Saga is a remake. Yes, I know. I did bring that up about Skywalker Saga. I said, yes, it is a remake, but we did get 1 through 6 before. So it's kind of in the middle ground where, like, it's not a port, but also only some of the game was new. As in some of the content, not... Anyway, but at first I thought it was odd that Dimensions had not been ported to the new systems. But then the more I played through it and the more I thought about it, it made perfect sense why it hasn't been. The first reason, of course, it being a Toys to Life game. Naturally, Lego Star Wars 2 was on Xbox, PS2, GameCube, 360, DS, Wii, GBA, and PC. Yep. Basically everything. But I wonder if you can play Lego Star Wars on a smart fridge. But Lego Dimensions, being a Toys to Life game, you would basically have to reverse engineer it, essentially, to work on the modern systems. Like, you'd have to go in and completely gut out anything that would require the toys. Which I don't imagine would be very easy. In fact, I think that would actually be ass difficult. Maybe not impossible, but definitely difficult. Another reason Lego Dimensions can be played on PS5. Okay, that I actually found out about because of Reddit. And once I found that out, I immediately started bullying... Oh, backwards compatibility through the PS4 version. Yep. Again, I actually found out about that because of Reddit. And it's because of that that I began pestering and bullying my brother into playing it. Discord, I'll look in a minute. No, my brother has not started playing Dimensions yet. But I'm still trying my hardest to get him to. Because he's played the Lego games. So if anybody's cut out for it, it's him. Anyway. But, yeah. Although, yeah, you did just say you can play it on PS5. Granted, backwards compatible with PS4, but still. Not exactly a port, but I will admit that is a good solution. Alright, now I'm going to watch this video before Spider decides I should get a divorce.
What I'm saying is fucking rocket science. Jerry, you shouldn't be dating a 17-year-old girl when you're 38. Whoa, wait a minute, Superman. Well, what is it? 1738?
Just the face at the end. Discord show on camera, okay. You're... Oh, okay, wait for it to... Turn up volume 2. Your Reddit account has been created. Turn up volume 2. The only reason I had my volume down is because that song at the end is very copyrighted. But yeah, that's a funny meme, my guy. Okay, anyway. Good. Okay, anyway, what I was saying. But, back to you, that is a good solution. You know, yes, you can play it on PS5. Granted, if you have the game on PS4, but yeah. Stuff a pillow under your shirt. In a minute. I'm in the middle of something. But, that is a good solution. Is it the same as just having a native PS5 version? No, but it's a start. I guess I should probably say how I've been playing this game the whole time. I have a PS3. I have the PS3 version. Plain and simple. Is that basically butt-fucking me in the future? Perhaps. But anyway. But hey, they're still supporting the PS3 to this very... Lego Dimensions can also work on Xbox Series. Okay, that I did not know through the Xbox One version. Okay. Again, that I did not know, but good to know. Anyway, but what I was going to say. But yeah. So, I guess in terms of backwards compatibility, you should be good, but still it is yet to receive like a genuine port or re-release or remaster. Do I think it needs one? Yes and no. Yes, because... Talk about the dick pic... No! Anyway. You hear how visceral that no is? Did you hear how Anyway. Okay, but yes and no. Yes, because, you know, these old systems are not going to be supported forever. The Wii U and Xbox 360 storefronts have already been shut down ages ago, and because of that, you can't access that content on those systems anymore unless you already had them downloaded before the stores closed. Shut up, Kraka. No! Anyway. But the PS4, PS3, etc. versions are all fine and good for now. And actually, I think the PS4 version of Dimensions might last a really long time, just because I said shut up, crap. I'm talking! Anyway. And actually, I think the PS4 version might last the longest, just because they're still actively supporting the PS4 alongside the PS5, so even if the other consoles, Xbox, PS3, go under, I think the PS4 version's gonna pull through. Anyway, still though, it would be nice if TT Games would bring it to the new systems, natively. And the other reason why I think LEGO Dimensions should get a port or re-release or even a remake, PS65 too. Anyway, the other reason why I think LEGO Dimensions deserves a port or re-release or remaster or remake is because of the toy tags. Now, too much license. Well, that too, but the other factor, the toy tags. Now, I did have to look into it. I've heard conflicting information. Some sources that I've seen say that outright they're not built to last and that they should start to crap out after 10 years. Other sources I've seen say that they're dependent on the number of scans. So if you scan them like too many times, then they'll crap out. I don't know which of those is to be believed. I think it might vary. I don't know how NFC works, honestly, but either way, these toy tags still probably won't be around forever. Even if they do last, they probably will find some way to die. I think personally it's until they decide to shut it down. That's what I'm sticking with. That's what I'm sticking with. All of my toy tags, literally all of them that I have, still work perfectly. So I don't think that they really have a set expiration date. I mean, I think they could be a little wonky, but I don't think there's an expiration date. Personally, in fact, actually, I know that I just went into like Joe Biden dementia mode, but what I was going to say, I hate you. I hate myself. Okay, but nobody hates me more than me. But anyway, what I was going to say, Peter Griffin on Hot Ones. Yep. Anyway, funny you say that. Anyway, but personally though, God, I love just forgetting what the fuck I was trying to... That actually happened. Yes, I do remember that. I've seen that. It's funny. But anyway. But either way, also Hot Ones. Stay tuned. Yep. Anyway, but what I was going to say. But I think what I was trying to say. I think the whole toy tag expiration thing, hear me out, is basically the equivalent of blowing on the NES cartridge. How they say blowing into the cartridge fixes your games, but actually in reality it does nothing. It's basically just mind games. I think that's the same case here. I think you hear it enough times, you think that's the case, but all of mine work perfectly. Or it could just be pure luck. I don't know. And the other thing that I did want to say that you did kind of bring up is if they shut it down. While Lego Dimensions is not. My balls are stuck. Okay. While Lego Dimensions is not a quote unquote online game, it is very dependent on online connectivity. In that all the packs that you get need to be downloaded via the respective store on that console, and all of the data to the game basically is on a server somewhere. How long do I think those servers will remain active? Hard to say. Really hard to say. Considering, like, okay, the game is coming up on its 10th anniversary. In fact, this September will be the 10th anniversary of Dimensions. Now, I would have thought by now they would have officially shut down the Lego Dimensions servers, but they're still very much active to this very day. I mean, granted, you know, Wii U and Xbox 360, you can only access the year one content because they shut down the eShop and Marketplace respectively. Xbox One, PS3, and PS4, however, all good on the Western Front. No problems to be found as of yet. So that's good at least. But it's also kind of surprising, especially in the case of the PS3, because the game coming up on 10 years, the PS3 coming up on 20. And the PS4, same thing. The PS4 is over 10 years old at this point. But yet, TT Games and Sony and all them have kept everything just up and running. Now, do I think this is a sign of anything? Probably not. But I'm also, I think it's too good to be a coincidence. Like, there's no way you can keep those game servers up in its legacy support. Well, yeah, that's a good point. Anyway, you just made a valid point, but yeah. Well, actually, to be fair though, I think in the case of the PS4 version, it's definitely, its legacy support means they know they're done. There's clearly more to that sentence, so I'm just waiting for you to finish. I hate YouTube's word limit. No, there isn't. Okay, that sounded like the end. Okay. It sounded like there was more to that, but I was just making sure. But anyway. Yeah, but you do raise a valid point. Like, I have heard, even though I did just kind of make myself look like a clueless dumbass, I do know a couple of games that have been given quote-unquote legacy support before. Although, per my luck, I can't think of them off the top of my head. But, yeah, you know, legacy support is a valid explanation. You were literally a clueless dumbass, okay, no. Yep, I sure am. Stay tuned for August 10th, The group chat got leaked. We haven't done anything. I was just too lazy to get off my lazy ass because I'm a clueless bitch. Anyway. Okay, but legacy support is a valid explanation. But at the same time, I kind of find it a little surprising. I'm grateful, very grateful, but also surprised. Because of all the Lego games to provide legacy support... Okay, Groom. Thank you for slapping and lived. Okay, yeah, thank you for putting those there, because otherwise I would have bit your dick right off. But anyway. But at the same time... Oh, don't get me wrong. I am eternally grateful that, you know, they're still giving legacy support. But at the same time, I'm honestly surprised. But then again, you know, I know that I'm just giving wishful thought. Wishful thoughts. I know that what I'm about to say is kind of wishful thinking, but if they're still willing to provide legacy support for this game, on those systems at least, then surely that means that they still see a market. They still see why players want it. And that must mean that there's some interest. So what am I conveying? Am I saying, oh, just because they're supporting it means we're getting a remake? Maybe not anytime soon, but I think it could happen. It's a 50-50. They could just keep supporting it for as long as possible and then finally give one last emotional, or the continued support and continued interest could cause Lego and TT to say, what if we were to bring this back in some way? Again, I could be speaking from the dick, or I could predict the future. Perhaps, maybe, but then again. Yeah, see, you're not. No! Yeah. At least you're not going to doubt me 100%. Again, I've had that happen. I say something could happen, and then it does happen. I say something couldn't happen, and it doesn't. I say something couldn't, and it does. I'm Doctor Strange. I doubt you 99%. Okay. Anyway, at least there's the 1% of not doubt, but anyway, 1% is still better than no percent. But anyway. Okay, but do the Doctor Strange 1 gesture. Okay, I just did, but okay, but anyway. But yeah, I think the continued support and the interest from the player base could possibly lead to something. What that may be, I don't know. But that is a good transition into the next thing I wanted to bring up. How I think LEGO Dimensions could be preserved for future generations. Because I think that's really important. So, as I said, obviously TT Games and Warner Bros. Are still providing legacy support to this day. For how much longer, we don't know, but I hope it's indefinite. With that being said, what if the day finally comes when they shut it down? Well, that'll be unfortunate, but obviously, I don't want all of this to be lost media. I don't want them to just unplug the server and then the only evidence are these physical toys and cutscenes on YouTube. So, what do I think they could do to... I'd laugh my dick off. Okay, no. Thank you for putting okay, no. Anyway. I mean, to be fair, though, it would be a little comical, but it would also piss me off. But anyway. But, what I was saying. What if that day finally comes? How do I think the game could be supported for future generations? Well, I think there are a few different ways that I think could work nicely. The first way, because remember, it was a Toys to Life game. Now, the toys, once you take away the toy tags, they're just genuine, everyday Lego. Which means, hypothetically, they could just re-release or even remake a lot of these toys without you can play with them. Exactly. But I think they could also, re-release some of these toys without the toy tags. They redid Sonic, so exactly. So I think they could remake or re-release a lot of these toys without the toy tags, without the in-game stuff. Could even reuse a lot of the same builds. Like Fantastic Beasts never got a line of sets. So they could just, re-release this as a 2-pack, you know, or maybe they could do a modified version of, I'm too lazy to go grab it, but they could do a modified version of that thing with the hole filled in. That could be cool. Or they could also just finally go back and relicense a lot of these as actual sets. So there's one way that the game's legacy could live on. And actually, I think that'd be the best way. Another way I think the game's legacy could live on is, let's say they were to pull a Lego Batman DC Superheroes Unite. Maybe they could release a compilation of the cutscenes after it's all said and done. It could either be like a straight-to-DVD movie or on the Lego website, you name it. They could do that. They could also, release the cutscenes at least as kind of a movie or a short film. And that could be a good way to get some of the experience. Not the gameplay, of course, but the story at least. And again, that could be a good way to preserve some of it. And they could also probably go back and make some, slight adjustments. I don't mean remove anything. I mean just fix like any animation problems or any technical problems that might have been there otherwise. So there's another valid way I think the game could be preserved in the future, is by just releasing the cutscenes in some other form. Okay. And another way that I think LEGO Dimensions could live on, if it is ever shut down for good, is they could revive it as kind of a sub-theme. Maybe not as a full game or a port, but they could launch like a new line of sets called Dimensions. Maybe it could have the same branding or the same story as the game. But like do a line of sets based on the game as kind of a legacy thing. Like that could also work. The only way they can continue it, do tell, is by doing a sequel. That too. That too. They could also do a sequel. In fact, that's what I think would also... I think, the continued legacy support or a sequel are both the best case scenario. But yeah, a sequel would be much loved. Like, although I will say though, if they do a sequel, as much as I loved, how big of a crossover and how diverse the first game was, I think if a sequel ever does happen, they should narrow it down. You can still have the crossover. You can still have, like, different properties. But I think they should narrow it down more. Like, okay, if we're going to license a bunch of stuff, we need to, like, cherry pick. We can't, like, blow our budget and ensure that this is stuck in the past. I know that's kind of tricky, but I think it can be done. If it ever happens, it should be free to play except for you, you bitch. Anyway, but yeah. I know you're just joshing. Dirty hoe! I'm sorry, baby. I love you. Okay, anyway. Which is funny. I don't really love much of anyone anymore. But anyway. But... okay, but... yeah. I think a sequel would be nice. And that does remind me, I have had my ideas for a LEGO Dimensions sequel, but of course I can never get very far with it for a few reasons. The first reason why, when I come up with it, I can't get very far with it, is because I can't... okay. I guess I should provide this bit of context. My idea, story-wise, is that it would have a time jump. reflecting how long it's been since the first game. So it would pick up years later. And because of that, Batman, Gandalf, and Wildstyle are retired from the multiverse saving. So they would recruit, so they're retired, but upon seeing a new Vortec, they would recruit 3 new heroes. That's what I have so far in terms of a Dimensions sequel. But every time I try to come up with, like, characters or you in 2 years reading off your phone, Lego Dimensions 2 is. Yep. Yep. Just yep. Okay, anyway. But, like, I have the basic bricks of a story, if you couldn't tell. But every time I try to, like, okay, because, like, my main struggle, don't quote me on that. I won't, but I'm still going to laugh if you end up predicting it. I'm just saying. I'm not going to quote you on it, but I'm still going to laugh if that ends up being accurate. But anyway. But, like, while I do have my ideas for a story for a sequel, what I mainly struggle with are what properties should be represented and who the new heroes should be. Well, granted, I know who one of them should be, but the other two I kind of struggle with. The only new character that I could think of for a hypothetical Lego Dimensions sequel would be Sonic. But not Sonic from the games, the other two. Anyway, but not Sonic from the games, Sonic from the movies. So it would be movie Sonic, Sonic Wachowski, not, yeah, Sonic movie. But then I cannot think of who the other, because, like, if you follow the same formula, Batman, Gandalf, Wildstyle, well, then who would be the Batman, who would be the Gandalf to Sonic's Wildstyle? Lego Sonic, the game, I want to submit that to Sega. And I hope you get to submit it someday. That's not sarcasm, just I hope you do. But anyway. But I cannot think of, like, who would be the Batman and Gandalf to Sonic's Wildstyle. That's my problem. And then my other problem is, like, okay, if this is still going to be a crossover, what worlds to explore? Obviously, you have the Sonic movie universe. That should be one of them. But then, like, okay, I'll tell them I don't expect money, I just expect credit. That's completely valid. Anyway, but in my case, it's like, okay, do I expect, like the Sonic movie universe, okay, that should be there, but then, what should I do? Like, should it be Lego City, Ninjago again? Should it be Lego Movie? And if so, Lego Movie 1 or 2? Like, I don't know. Like, I would love to come up with, like, a great story for a sequel and submit that, but I kind of struggle with it. One sec. I I could not hear that. I could not hear this the entire time, but that crash was crystal clear. Okay, anyway, but one sec. Okay. I'll wait. But here's the Niffler. A Nifflepus? Perry the Nifflepus! Me so horny. Me so horny. And then... yeah. I do be waiting. Cream pie. Okay, anyway. Anyway, what I was saying, but... okay, let me turn off this heater, because it is getting hot and sweaty in this room. Also, look, I didn't fall off the chair for once. Go me. Go me. It's your funeral. Go me. Oh, never mind, the heater is off. So it's just hot and sweaty in this room just because. Okay, got it. Get yeeted. Okay. Anyway, but... what I was saying. But... yeah, I have had my ideas for a LEGO Dimensions sequel, but I also struggle with my ideas. I will say, though, there's one company, one product, I guess product, technically, that I think would be cool to see in a LEGO Dimensions sequel. But it requires a bit of explanation. Invalid. What did I say that was in... classic you. No, but what in there did I say that was invalid? Is this going to be a case where you don't tell me and I just don't get to say my really idea? Just... while you type up wardrobe... yes. Hey, Copper, is everyone I know an asshole? Hey, Copper. Hey, Copper. Hey, cop, hey, cop, hey, cop, hey, cop, hey, cop, hey, cop, hey, 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 hey. Glaceon when? I don't know! I'm gonna be honest with all of you. I'm kind of retarded. Like, hard R tarded. Because there is no way I'm smart. I mean, if you look at all the stupid shit I've said and done, there's no way I'm smart. I gotta be like the furthest degree of mentally and socially retarded. Umbreon, Espeon, Jolteon, Sylveon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Vaporeon, or Flareon. I don't know. I don't know which. I don't know. Which one will you choose? I guess I'm gonna go with Sylveon. But here's the anger. Are you angry? Are you angry? Pick him up. Yeah, okay. You expect me to pick him up with this? You hear that? You hear that? I don't know why you expect anything ending with chomp your hand. Exactly. I don't know why you expect anything ending with... Anyway, but... My head hurts, so give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. I was getting a little toasty. Okay. One last thing that I do want to... Or actually, I'll say... We got 2 minutes until the funny image. I'll do the funny image and then I'll say my piece. So I guess we'll consider this the brief intermission. Hold on. Okay. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Oh, speak of the devil. Hang on. Time for the funny image. Because it's midnight, and we all know we do that at midnight. All right. Larry's coming at ya. Here comes Larry. Here comes Larry. Say hi to baby Ella. Hi. Larry King. Yeah, hi. Just hi. I love just the faint Futurama intro in the background. Not because she was my cousin watching. Ah. Okay, anyway. Anyway, what I was saying. Okay, my brain just melted. Okay, two. I need to catch my breath. Oh, that's the only thing I don't like about doing this show later at night. Is like, yes, I get to do it in peace, but my brain is just clocking out. Oh, God. And I'm kind of tired. Okay, anyway, I guess one last thing I would like to say in regards to Lego Dimensions, at least for now. Um, Not what I was originally going to talk about. In fact, I was originally going to conclude it with how I think the game could be preserved for future generations, but I'll add this on. I'll add on this. There are two missed opportunities with Lego Dimensions that I think could have been expanded upon. Two big missed opportunities. Hey, Copper, are there missed opportunities? I don't know why I asked the EP one, but anyway. The first missed opportunity. Let me go grab it. I know I said I was too lazy earlier, but I'll grab it just for this. Okay, so Lego Dimensions had the level packs, as we know, which would typically include a character, a vehicle and or object, another object. I could never get into Futurama. Anyway. And of course a level in that character's world. Now, during year 2 of Lego Dimensions, they introduced story packs, which were basically the same general idea as a level pack. You know, character, object, skill issue, I don't know. Anyway, but this time, instead of just one level, they include about 6. And they would also come with an alternate build for the portal base. So basically, you would just take the regular portal off the toy pad and put this one on. Unnecessary? Very. Cool? Very. I wish they kept these going. They released 3 story packs. They released one for, well, obviously, because you just saw it. They released one for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. They released one for Ghostbusters Answer the Call. And they released one for the Lego Batman movie. But they never released any more. And I honestly wish they did. Because while I do think just one new level is cool, I think 6 is even cooler. And I also just like these alternate portal builds. These are cool. There was... So if you don't have the starter portal, you can just use a story pack portal. I mean... Okay, let me move the camera. I mean, you still need the base. Because the base, of course, is what reads all of these. But the actual build doesn't interact with the game. So, hypothetically, if you have the base, but you don't have the portal build, you could just use one of the story pad ones in its place. Because, again, the build portion doesn't interact with the game. It just sits there. So, hypothetically, if you somehow have this, but not the portal, I don't know what scenario that would be, but just saying. But to clarify, there you go. Anyway, but I wish they kept the story packs going. And that does remind me, there was one other story pack released that ultimately got scrapped. That one was Minecraft. Yes, Minecraft was planned for Lego Dimensions. How is Danny Trejo 80? I wish I knew. Anyway, but Minecraft was planned. In Minecraft, yep. Minecraft was planned for Lego Dimensions Year 3, and it would have gotten a story pack. Now, here's what's interesting about that. The story packs for Lego Batman, Ghostbusters, and Fantastic Beasts were all based on their respective movie. So you might think, oh, so Minecraft would have been based on either the upcoming movie or Minecraft story mode. Nope. The story pack for Dimensions would have been a completely original story. I am now really upset that it got canceled because I'm really curious what that story would have been. And I'm also curious, it being a story pack, what the portal build would have been. Like, would it have been like a little mini overworld display? Would it have been like a big nether portal? What were we getting? But yeah, Minecraft was one that was planned for Year 3. And I'm low-key kind of sad we didn't get it. Also, something I am curious about that just occurred to me. So, the other characters in Lego Dimensions have the more, who are you? I am Speeve. Anyway, so the other alright, this is what I'm curious about. The other characters in Lego Dimensions have the more fluid, stretchy animation, while the Lego movie characters have the more rigid, limited movement. Minecraft I should have expected that. Anyway, the Minecraft characters are not stretchy. So I'm wondering if the Minecraft characters made it into I am Geove, or Jeeve, I don't know. I don't know how you'd pronounce that, but anyway, the Minecraft characters are not stretchy. So I'm wondering, had they made it into Lego Dimensions, would they have had the more limited, stiffer movement, or the stretchiness of everyone else? I'm also wondering if they would have given Steve a voice or if he just would have been mute. That's what I'm also curious about. But I don't think we'll ever know. Definitely stiff. Yeah, I'd say that too. And mute, yeah. If they didn't do that, that would be a crime. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Steve is mute and stiff in Smash. That's a valid point. That's just a valid point. Oh, yeah. Another property that was planned for Year 3 of Lego Dimensions was Angry Birds. Although these would have... Steve isn't that bad. Agree. Anyway. Another property that was planned for Dimensions was Angry Birds. Although this would have been based on the Angry Birds movie. Although, actually, I think I know why this was scrapped, and it had nothing to do with Lego Dimensions getting canned. You know why I think it was scrapped? Because the Lego Angry Birds movie sets did not sell well. Jack Black was the best casting choice, but they should have cast Chris Pratt. Oh, I think the backlash would have been even funnier had they gone with Chris. But anyway. But yeah, Angry Birds were planned for Lego Dimensions. But I think the reason they scrapped Angry Birds was not because Dimensions was getting canned, but because the Lego Angry Birds movie sets did not sell well. They sat on shelves. So, Chris Pratt as Mario, Garfield, and Steve. Yeah, that would have been the funniest timeline. But anyway. But yeah, the Angry Birds Lego sets did not sell well. So I imagine they probably didn't want them anywhere near the multiverse. Still would have been neat, though. Still would have been neat. And actually, Steve's official name is Steve, according to the file. Steve 2. Anyway. Alright. I think I'm done after this next one. Another, okay, actually next, yeah, these last 3 I think I'm done with. Or Wonder After Dark 2, yep. Alright, I'm done after this next one. Alright. Another property that was planned for LEGO Dimensions, I don't have any minifigures from it, but Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, at first that might sound a little surprising because Disney Infinity had pirates, but Powerpuff Girls live action take 2. I'm only doing that if a full episode leaks. Anyway, but what I was saying, but Pirates of the Caribbean was planned for LEGO Dimensions, which at first sounds surprising because Disney Infinity had pirates, but Infinity would have been canceled at this time, so I think that actually opened the door. Open the door, you say? Stay tuned. But, yeah. I think Pirates would have been cool, and it would have made sense because Pirates of the Caribbean did get a LEGO game before. Although, admittedly, kind of like a cool inclusion, but not the Disney property I would have jumped to, personally. Anyway. Another property that was planned was Shrek. I don't fucking care. I am so mad. Shut up, Crackit. No. I don't fucking care. I am so mad that we didn't get Shrek in LEGO Dimensions. Could you imagine the meme potential from LEGO Shrek? Just the meme gold mine. Could you imagine? LEGO B Movie, that too. Which sadly that was not planned for Dimensions. But you know what was? Despicable Me. Yep, there were even plans to include the fucking Minions in Dimensions. And possibly Gru too, I don't know. But we definitely know the Minions. Vector? Yep, possibly, I don't know. Oh yeah! Yep. But yeah, we would have had the Minions at least in Dimensions. And the interesting thing about Despicable Me in LEGO Dimensions is it would have introduced Vector from TikTok is based. Agree. Anyway, the interesting thing about... You watch him? I've seen him. I don't actively watch him, but I've seen him. But I do agree with based. Anyway, but... What I was going to say. The interesting... He exposes fake TikToks. Yep, I do know that. But anyway. The interesting thing about the Minions in LEGO Dimensions is they would have introduced a new gameplay mechanic called Connectables. Now, I've tried to wrap my head around the premise of Connectables and how the fuck they would have worked. But basically, from what I understand... Nice pun. Anyway, but from what I understand... Again, from what I understand... Connectables would have upgraded your vehicles and gadgets and whatever Niffler falls under. Applesauce. Oh, you've been holding that one in, but yeah. So the Connectables essentially would have been upgrades for your everything. Is that the DeLorean? Yes. Anyway, but... Yeah, so the Minions, of all things, would have introduced a new gameplay. I only have one, and I ain't getting rid of it. But anyway. But what I was saying. But yeah. So Despicable Me... I'll be back. Okay. But yeah, Despicable Me was planned for LEGO Dimensions. I need to pee. Okay. You know what? That would have been meme-worthy, but in a different way to Shrek. sounded like there was a bird in here. It sounded like there was a bird flying around in here. Hmm. Feels so much later. Mm. Very windy outside. Taking a long time pee-peeing. Look at the weather app. What the hell? Oh, shut up, Kraka, yeah. That's some strong wind. I thought it was like raining outside, but no, that's just strong wind. Okay, anyway. Okay, sorry. In conclusion, because we're done for tonight. I had the runs. Okay, well, I was done too. But in conclusion, I think that covers LEGO Dimensions for the foreseeable future. I'm a little mad we didn't get some of that Year 3 content. Yeah, the game has its flaws, but it's pretty good. Do I wish we could get a modern port? Yes, I do. Do I think a sequel should happen someday? Yes, I do. Riz content. Indeed. Cupcake content. Oh no. Do you have a weird thing to say? Because if you do, we're done. If not, I'll come up with something myself. Anyway, if you have anything weird to say, because you usually do, speak now or forever hold your peener. Also, Jesse was just going for a cupcake, but will I elaborate further? Nope. Because I've said enough, and you have said far too much. But for now, that's all the time we have for tonight. But always remember, eat your cereal, go to bed, to be continued. God made you special, and he loves you very much. If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Good night, and apple sauce, yep. Have a good day.